I dare you to choose to live a sensational life. Not a great life, not a good life, but a sensational life. The book that I live by says, I came that you may have life and you may have life more abundantly. I'm Catherine James, author of the #1 bestseller, The Sensational Woman. I'm also the owner and founder of Sensational Living Training and Development, where I help professional women and entrepreneur women move from a place what I call stuck, overwhelmed, burned out, and frustrated into sensational, getting clear on what you want, identifying the blocks, and developing the courage needed to take the steps necessary to create the life you have always known you were supposed to live. I'm so passionate about that body of woman. I'm passionate about her because I was her. You see, I'm that woman who did everything I was told to do. I remember them saying, if you go to school, get a good education, get a good job, everything would be all right. However, in 1998, even though I followed all of those rules, I didn't feel as though everything was all right. In fact, I felt as though everything was so very wrong. You see, I went to work early, I stayed late, I worked hard, and no matter how much I gave, it just wasn't enough. And I remember it was during that time that I reached my breaking point, and my days began to become very rote and mundane. I'd wake up in the morning, put on my corporate attire, get in my luxury car and drive to my corporate office, perform, manage my team, 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, whatever it took to get the job done, only to get back in that car and drive back to my home, walk past my family, go to my bedroom, fall on my bed, and cry myself to sleep. The next day, I would repeat the same routine. Go to my job, perform, get in my car, go back home, move past my family, only to fall on my bed and cry myself to sleep. This was my life for 90 days or more. That was my routine. And I remember one night as I laid there, I began to cry out to my Creator, asking that He would please deliver me from whatever it was that had me so low. In that crying out, my grandmother's words began to whisper in my ear, and I could hear her saying, "Baby, get up. Baby, get up." And then I began to hear her speaking the words that she spoke to me when I was a young child. And I could hear her saying, "Greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world." I could hear her saying, "No weapon formed against you shall prosper." And as I lay there night after night after night, playing those words over in my head every single night, they began to fuel me. They began to give me an energy and a strength. And one day I was able to get up and I felt a little stronger. I felt as though I was walking in the right direction. And as I began to recover from what I now know is a situation or condition called functionally depressed, I had to put some routines in place. And if you happen to find yourself and you are like maybe I was, and you're saying, that's me. I have given so much. I have been everything for everybody, and I forgot about me. I forgot to pour into me, and I feel so depleted. I feel so empty. If you are that woman and you find that you're in the situation that I was in, I want to encourage you to do as I did and just take a pause and create some routines for your life. The first being a routine that allows you to pour back into yourself. For me, it looked like a routine wherein I got up early every single morning before the rest of my household to pour into myself. And that looked like prayer and meditation, quiet time, and journaling every single day. Prayer, meditation, quiet time, and journaling. And then taking a step back to do an assessment of life. What's bringing you joy and what's making you sad? And I invite you to obtain a copy of my Sensational Life Path Assessment to help you determine what's making you happy, what areas in your life are you fulfilled, and what areas are you unfulfilled. And you obtain a copy of that simply by going to my website, KatherineJames.com. I want to say to you, you were created to live sensationally. You were created to play bigger in life. You were created to run faster in life. And it is time that you pour back into yourself so that you can not just have a great life, so that you can not just have a good life, but so that you can have a sensational life. I dare you to choose to live a sensational life.